been in the industry.
I know, everybody knows Peyton, everybody knows David Markstein. I always say in the days when you were behind the scenes at QVC in gold, David would walk through the JCK jewelry show and basically like part the waters. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, there's David, the QVC buyer. And your eye for design and your eye for creating pieces of jewelry, that's what you were doing for us behind the scenes, is designing great jewelry.
And I need to just say that when we were talking about this in Italy and designing this piece, you are the person we're talking about, because we know how near and dear this
the Miraculous
is to you,
Medal,
and the faith and the meaning behind it, which you're going to tell the story.
And made in Italy.
And I was so thrilled with the design of it, how it turned out.
You should be. It's gorgeous.
The scale, everything.
We're getting into the religious holidays. So first communions, confirmations, graduations, weddings are coming up. Mother's Day, Easter.
We
let's
saved
face
it for this.
This is a miraculous medal that is made in Italy. And of course, it was St. Catherine Labouré who in 1830, you see the date right there, had a vision of the Blessed Virgin. And she saw her with 12 stars. She saw the M with the cross. And then she also saw the gorgeous Immaculate Heart of Mary, and of course the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And that is the famous Miraculous Medal. And this is the classic. There's different ones out there, but this is, I think, the most beautiful and the best. And David, I love the chain you gave us. First time seen, brand new today. So if you want to give, I read once that the Miraculous Medal is not just a symbol of faith, it is showing everyone how strong your faith is. All you have to do is decide which metal color you'd like. So we have it in all sterling silver, made in Italy. We have it in sterling silver that has been plated in, hello, it's Italy, so 18 karat gold. And then you've been predicting it for us, David. The two-tone has been on fire.
I wanted the two-tone so badly, and it turned out great. When
it really did.
I said I want to do a beaded border, is how so we originally saw just the Miraculous Medal without the beaded border. And I said, we have to adorn this. So let's put a beaded border and then come up with a chain that is kind of that bead accent chain that would kind of go with that medal, the pendant. And I just think it turned out beautiful. And when I design a line of jewelry, and I have a lot of pieces that are of faith in my collection, jewelry with meaning is very important, and faith. And I think it's near and dear to my heart because, you know, everything in the world right now is touch and go. And I think having faith and having just the things that are messages, anything that you can relate to is very important. And I wanted that to be a part of who my collection is, of who I am.
Right.
So that's why this piece was created.
And if you're looking for a gift for someone who, like we said, has a confirmation of First Communion, Easter Sunday, weddings, maybe facing something a little bit difficult, or maybe facing something really wonderful. The Miraculous Medal has always been that medal of protection and faith.
Protection, yes.
Because when St. Catherine Labouré got the vision from the Blessed Virgin Mary, who's really thought to protect us. There you see her standing on the world with the date and the words around it. But there's something about them being made in Italy, which is, you know, the center of Catholicism in Rome. And you get a piece of jewelry like this that then is passed down from generation to generation. People came over from Italy, maybe with a gold bangle bracelet and probably a precious medal of the Miraculous Medal. And most of us had them when we were younger, but they were just like little silver tone things that, you know, our moms would pin, right?
It's true.
Yeah, you'd have it like pinned on your little nightie. This is such a gorgeous representation of that Miraculous Medal, and it's bold. I love the size.
You know, when I'm in Italy, and I travel all over Italy, but especially in Florence and the Ponte Vecchio, you see so many religious symbols in the window, and they're in 18 karat gold, and when you ask how much they are, they're thousands of dollars. But it's a representation of really what is happening all over Italy in the world of jewelry, where you see these religious medallions and things like this. But this one is near and dear to me. I've always felt that this was a great symbol of faith. And the design itself was important to me too, because for me, the scale, how does the chain look to the pendant? And we went through 40 chains at least to find the one we liked, because we knew I wanted something. It's not just a polished bead, it's actually a hammered bead. Each of these little beads are hammered, which is a beautiful response to the pendant, which is also beaded. So I love the look. I'm glad we did it in yellow and white,
Yes.
but I'm glad we did it in two-tone.
I do too, because the two-tone, as always, is the most popular, and we only have 500 left in the two-tone. The other thing about the Miraculous Metal, it's usually quite small. You know,
Yes.
a lot of times it's a very, very small chain, small metal itself. So
Yes.
I could see this for guys, for gals, for everybody. The metal itself is over 3/4 of an inch. With the bail, it's over an inch, and you really do see her halo. You see Mary with her hands extended.
Yes.
You see the words that St. Catherine received when she had this. And then on the back, I love the fact that this is so recognizable as that
Yes.
Miraculous Medal, the story of the 12 stars, the M, the cross, and then the Immaculate Heart of Mary and the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Just beautiful. There are a lot of religious holidays
yep.
coming up as we head into spring, and David has brought this for us brand new tonight. And shop backwards and get that
Yes.
herringbone bracelet
I
you
know.
brought in too, my friend,
That
because
is very
that is
popular, too.
amazing. Thanks, buddy. Always a
You always say
pleasure.